Hello, I'm Nicholas Freudenberg. I'm a distinguished professor of public health at the City University of New York, and I'm the director of the CUNY Urban Food Policy Institute. A growing body of evidence shows that corporations play an important role in shaping patterns of health and disease, particularly around non-communicable diseases and injuries. And oftentimes the interests of corporations to maximize their profits, to increase market share, to increase return on investment, are diametrically opposed to the interests of promoting public health. And so the conflicts of interest in businesses promoting their private interests and their larger public goal of promoting public interests of improving health come into conflict. And those conflicts can either worsen or ameliorate the public health threats. And so we need policies that will identify and reduce the conflicts of interest so that we can have a more open and democratic process for deciding public health policy. Corporations use a variety of strategies to influence the public policy process, and they operate on the scientific level, the policy level, and the ideological level. And in each of these, their effort is to shape the policy process to result in decisions that favor their private interests to maximize profits at the expense of the public interest, which is to promote the well-being of the population. In the science arena, what industries try to do is to manipulate, distort, cover up, fabricate evidence that favors their side of the story rather than to accept the findings of independent scientists. And we've seen that in the pharmaceutical industry. The gun industry in the United States went so far as to lobby Congress to end all funding for gun research. So they said, we don't want research because we don't want policy based on evidence. We want policy based on what we want. In the second arena, the policy arena, that corporations use lobbying, public relations, campaign contributions, sponsored research, and other tactics to put on the table policy proposals that favor their interests instead of policy proposals that will promote the public interests. And finally, in the ideological realm, what corporations try to do is to say that only the market knows how to solve problems, and that they try and discredit government in order to reduce their role in setting policy that will protect public health rather than corporate profits. In my research, I've looked at 6 industries: the food and beverage industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the firearms industry, the automobile industry, and the tobacco industry. And each of these 6 industries experiences conflicts of interest that interfere with setting sound public health policy. In the pharmaceutical industry, for example, they oppose efforts to make more different kinds of drugs available. They want to keep their patent rights on the drugs that they have the highest profits on, even when that makes drugs more expensive for the people who need them. The soda industry, to give another example, tries to promote science that shows the role of physical activity in obesity. Now, it's true that physical activity plays a role, but sugary beverages are probably the main contributor to the increases in obesity and therefore in diabetes. And the soda industry has tried to hide that relationship.